Hey wealth builders, and welcome back to Financial Wealth Community, the channel where we talk all things financial. So today we are diving into the topic of money. Let's start with talking about money, the good, the evil, or is it actually a heart issue? Now, in its simplest form, money is literally a tool. It's what we use to trade. It's what we use to buy services and goods in its simplest form. Okay, but we know that money can have so many complexities to it. Money is it money? Well, we'll talk about that a bit later. Is it money that is actually the cause of so many negative but also positive experiences? So as I said, money is a tool. It's something that flows. And I've heard so many definitions of money from different people. I've heard people say money is energy. I've heard people say money is spiritual. Me personally, I don't put that much emphasis on money. To me, money is a tool. And as I said, it's more of a simplistic way of bartering. So we used to barter back in the days. Well, not me personally, I'm not that old, but that's what they used to use. So maybe they would trade sheep or cows or animals, whatever else, and lots of different things that people would use to trade. And then came money. I'm not going to go into the whole history of that. That's not what this video is about. But really, I want to just talk about this thing, money, and how we view it and how it makes us behave as well. I've always said that there's not enough money in this world. This is my things, my negative issues with money, I should say. I have a couple that I've worked over the years on. But one of them is, and it's not necessarily a negative, but I said there's not enough money in the world to do all the things that I would want to do. Why I say that could be perceived as negative is because it means then that I'm always going to be going after money, because I want to do so much. I want to help so many people. I want to stop hunger in the world. I want to make sure everybody in my family has a house. I want to make sure my children's children are all able to access this commodity. So in a way, it could be that then I become greedy, right? I'm always going to be trying to get more. And it's like, where would I find the balance in that? Where would I find the contentment? That's a word that I grew up hearing a lot about in my church journey, about being contented in whichever state that you're in. And I never understood that when I was younger and in my 20s, when I was really pushing and trying to get lots and lots of this thing called money. But as I got older, that changed. And it changed because I started to realize what was actually important to me, but not actually what was important to me, but the importance of embracing whichever season I'm in. So whether that be lack, whether that be more, whatever the season is, I've started to embrace that season. And it doesn't mean that I then become complacent. No, it just means that I'm grateful for where I am. I'm grateful for what I have already achieved and what I have. But I do also recognize that there's still more that I want to do. And it's a hard thing to balance sometimes, right? But back to this money thing. So money flows in and money flows out. And a lot of us can relate to that. I mean, it's 99%, if not 100% of us are always going to have to deal with money at some point in our lives. I say 99% because that may not be true for every person, you know, babies, whatever. But we're going to have to deal with money at some point of our lives. And how we deal with that, how we treat money, that comes from somewhere. That comes from our experiences that we've already had with money. That comes from what we've witnessed, the type of mindset that we have. So mindset is a big one. And I'll tell you a story. So I've always wanted to help people to manage their money better. That's one of the things I do. I do that through my accountancy practice, helping businesses, but I also make sure it aligns with their personal values and just helping people on a one-to-one level, just to be able to, you know, do the practical stuff. I'm very practical. So set up their budgets, for example, have a financial plan, you know, have an accountability partner. Let's help you get to achieve those goals. So that's what I've always been about. And then I used to wonder why. I used to work with a couple of individuals and I'd be like, why don't they just get it? It's just simple. Just do what I tell you to do. It's not that hard. Come on. Do this, do that. This is what I've told you to do. La, 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 la. It's done. And it's never been that easy. And it's when I realized about this, and I guess because it's something that I've worked on, or maybe that I pushed to the background because I am such a practical person, that I never realized the importance of what goes on in here, what's happened in here, the mindset, what they've experienced, what they've witnessed, what they've gone through. And I myself even had to do a deep dive into my own past, my own history, and I'll probably do a whole video on the scarcity mindset because I can talk about that a lot. But yeah, having a mindset of scarcity, always living in a way of lack, always thinking that there's lack and there's never going to be enough and so forth. And that's when I realized that for a lot of people, you have to get past those areas first. There has to be a recognition of what that relationship with this tool called money has come from, and how it shapes how we behave today. So that's one thing that I want to talk about. Yes, we have money, and yes, we can do so much with it, but we also have to recognize how our behavior with money is and where that behavior came from. So money can be used for so many things, as I said before, and for me, it's like, you can give to charity, you can have a nice home to live in. You think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and he talks about the different levels that we seek to attain as human beings. And the first level just being that food and shelter. That's what we all want, right? Food and shelter, a nice home or a home to live in, we'd be able to buy food and to feed ourselves. That's the basics, what most people want. And that's where money comes in for us to be able to obtain those things. But also for a lot of us, and as we climb up his hierarchy of needs, we want to be able to help people, right? So we want to be able to give to others. We want to be able to share what we have. And we should only do that from our abundance. But hey, that's another subject for another video. But we want to be able to give to others. We want to be able to give to charities. And that's the good side, right? We want to be able to do so many good things with money. But then there's also that evil side. Money is equated to power, right? A lot of people look at it. The more money you have is the more power you have. Yes, the more choices you do get to have, but it's how you use that power. And some people don't use it very well. Or some people, as they try to obtain more money, the way they go about getting their money, that is the issue. So it could be that they steal, right? They want what you have. My culture talks about people being red-eye, which basically means it's another way of saying you want to keep up with the Joneses, or somebody has something and you want it too, and you're almost going to get it by any means necessary, right? That's the evil side of money coming out there. Or where people use money to manipulate people. People use money to control people, okay? And as I said, people will steal, they will lie, they will cheat in order to get this commodity called money, right? So that's when, therefore, I then ask the question, so is money good or is money evil? Or does it actually become a heart issue of the individual? So where is your heart at? I believe it's a heart issue. I believe money is neither good nor evil. It's a tool, as I said. It's something that we use to trade. I believe what happens is when people get money, it becomes a heart issue. If you're already a giver, if you're already a person who loves to help people, by you getting more money, I don't see that you will change that. And if you disagree, that's absolutely fine. Please comment and let me know your thoughts on this. This is a topic that we could go on and talk for days about. And people will have, again, coming from different experiences, they'll have different opinions about it. But me personally, I think if you're already quite an evil, conniving person and you get more money, then that's just going to show more of your personality, and that's what you are going to do. So that's why I think money is a heart issue more than money actually being good or evil. So this is just a short video just to introduce us to the topic of money, but we will be talking about money so much more on other videos. But I really do want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to tell me your thoughts and your opinions on this thing called money. So please drop some comments in so I can see. And if there's other topics that you want me to delve into, please put those in the comments too. It's an important topic, and it's one that I want to get us talking about more, and then we can start to manage it better. When we first realize what's in our heart, how do we feel about money? I've said this quote so many times by one of the richest, or he was deemed to be the richest and the wisest man to have ever lived to date, and that's Solomon. And he did say, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So obtaining more money is only going to make you behave as to what's already in your heart. Thank you guys for watching, and so I'm looking forward for you to watch another video as we delve into this topic of money. See you wealth builders on the next video. Thanks for watching.